We're getting more details about a multi-vehicle accident on I-81 Thursday that claimed the lives of two truckers who were trying to help. Berkeley County Sheriff Nathan Harmon tells the Panhandle News Network it was one of the worst incidents he's seen in his career.
Ash was a true professional, a gentleman, and somebody who we need many more of in our industry. Always there to help colleagues, to help others.
Ashish always had a joke ready. Always had a joke to tell, always had a kind word, always asked me how I was before I could say anything. He would ask me about my parents, which I always thought was very sweet.
Ashish was a very dedicated individual, and he was dedicated to his family. He was dedicated to his work. He was humorous. He had a close circle of friends.
Ashish was a real estate agent, so back home he was doing that. First of all, Ashish never knew English, how to speak, but he learned a lot. And he did it very well professionally. And then he found right away a job at Toronto Star as a machine operator. Toronto Star printer was shutting down because it was everything going online. So he planned by himself for the truck licensing. And I'm like, truck? And that's where he said that, let me try, let me do.
He actually loved being a truck driver. Initially, he was a company driver. And later on, I became a lease operator in the year 2019. It was a lot of pride for him.
He was looking forward. The way he loves the truck, he drives the truck. He is a very Canadian dream.
I remember specifically that he wasn't supposed to go to Virginia that day. Anytime we asked him to help with anything, he always said yes. And so, kind of by chance.
Vishwa said, Dada, it's July 1st, you know. So he said, oh, it's July 1st? Dada, you have to come back. And Ashish is like, okay, I'll come back. My daughter and Ashish, like, they both are one heart.
In the first incident, two passenger cars lost control, left the interstate. One hit a parked tractor trailer, wedging it under the tractor trailer. Those in the wedged car were trapped. Several people stopped to render aid, including two uninvolved tractor trailer operators who approached the scene on foot. A vehicle struck the parked tractor trailer, which hit the two truckers who had been in front of it. 53-year-old Adam Miller of Hagerstown and 46-year-old Ashish Patel of Ontario suffered injuries and were pronounced dead at the scene.
The next morning when I called him, he was not picking up the phone. There was no response, and I did not have a good feeling.
So 8 o'clock, Vishwa woke up and she said, I want to call Dada. So I said, okay, call. Dada is not picking up the phone. And I'm like, he's not like that. He will never do that.
I had called his wife also in the afternoon on that day that, Ashish is not answering his phone.
It went in my heart. Something is wrong. I was nervous. I reached home and Vishwa is asking me questions. She's looking me at myself like that. And she's like, Dada lost? And I'm like, no, Dada is not lost. Police came at 4 o'clock at my house. I was shocked, like, why police came at my house? For what? And they said, are you Mrs. Patel? The police said that you sit. We have a bad and sad news. And they said, that sentence we never say.
Later I came to know that the occupants in that car which had hit a side of the parked truck, both he and the American driver had pulled out all the occupants and they were safe and sound. So that is what he did, and it is very unfortunate that he lost his life.
He was that man to help anyone at any time, whether it was work-related, not work-related. I'm pretty sure those people that he helped were grateful.
I feel he's still alive. I still feel he will come Saturday, he will come Friday. If you ask my daughter, we both are same waiting.
For months, I used to think that had I called him early in the morning sometime, it could have just slightly disrupted his schedule, and maybe he would not have been in the path of that vehicle, and maybe he would have been with us today. I thought about that for many months.
I remember having to clean out his truck. I had to pack up his clothes and, pack up his bedding, and I just sat, I sat in his driver's seat for a minute, just thinking, what would he have been thinking when he was driving and seeing somebody in distress? He was taken from us doing exactly what he loved doing, which was helping other people.
It's just simply who he was. He never second-guessed the need to help others. Unfortunately, that trait that he carried with him day in and day out resulted in the tragic accident that had happened.
I feel proud. My daughter will be proud. But the missing puzzle piece is for us in day-to-day life. That is still blank. But I know Ashish is listening right now. He's trying to comfort us and he's guiding us. So this is a gift that he's giving us. He's alive as a hero because he likes hero style. If he is right now here, he would say that, "You look so pretty today, Shilpa. Is something special?"
What do you think he would think about all this for him?
He is telling me, "See, Shilpa, keep smiling. Keep doing it. You have to make our daughter happy. See, I still did a hero style, don't you think?" That's what he's saying to me.